So just the financial freedom that you've helped me get through your course, I am so grateful for, because now I honestly feel for the first time in my life like an actual provider, and that brings me pride I never had before.
Hey, this is Seth with In Demand Career. I show people how to get jobs in digital marketing with no previous experience or education. And that includes my very special guest today, Andrew, who was working in retail and is now working as a very happy digital marketer, managing over $100,000 a month in ad spend, and just in the beginning of his brand new career. And I'm very excited to share his story with you. I think it's going to resonate with a lot of people. Thank you so much for being here, Andrew.
No, thanks for having me, Seth.
Awesome. Okay, so you were telling me about your current position. Tell me about your current position and what that's like. What are you doing right now?
So right now I work for an agency that's they focus on dealerships, car dealerships, from Texas, California. I have one in Oregon, managing 18 accounts right now, over $100,000 in ad spend. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
And how do you like this job?
I love it. I love it so much. It's given me so much financial freedom, work freedom, time freedom. Just I don't feel constrained as much anymore.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that a little more because you were telling me about what it was like before. And how much are you making at this job?
18 an hour.
That's great. That's great, guys. And like I say, this is how you start. This is how you start. You know, I've interviewed a lot of people lately. You've seen them a year into their journey, or you may have seen some other videos where people are, making different amounts of money. But I want you to get really clear that this is a process that takes time. And that first entry level job is not for the big bucks. It's to build the experience. What he's doing, what he's managing right now, managing $1 million in ad spend with no previous experience, is golden. It's like he's being paid to learn and generate experience, and he's going to be able to leverage that into a higher paying job very soon. In fact, I was asking you, I asked you, have you already been hit up by recruiters?
Yeah. Two recruiters. They just wanted to know how much I wanted. I never followed up, but that was interesting to me. They wanted to know how much money I wanted, and I've never been asked that question before from an employer. I mean, yeah, you get the generic, what's your desired salary, but they were actually willing to pay me more than my current position, which is completely new to me.
Yeah. And I told you, Andrew, so much of this for you guys is about confidence and just kind of adjusting to this new world where you have a skill set that actually people are interested in. And it's very weird for people. Some people are right away are like ready to jump up to the next level. A lot of people, myself included, it took me 3 years to get up to six figures. It took me 2 years to get up to 60K. It's kind of strange when recruiters approach you. And I told Andrew, within the next few months, and even now, he should be making or getting offers for 50 or 60K. And it's not like a pipe dream. It's based on statistics and numbers. If you're managing these kind of accounts, $100,000 a month, they want to pay you for that. It's not like you're just walking in with a big smile on your face and like, I'm an eager to learn, you've earned it. And you start out with these types of positions. So I'm happy that you're happy. Let's walk people through the process. And people are always interested in the journey people have to get to this point. So when did you, and also there's going to be some interesting, obviously 2020 plays into this story. So when did you initially sign up for the course, and what were you doing and what was your life like at that time?
When I initially signed up for the course, it was late 2019. I was working retail, which if anyone that works retail knows, it sucks. So yeah, COVID hit, things got pushed, family issues got pushed. Started seriously working in the course in September, got an internship. And right after that 3-month internship, I landed my job.
Let's talk about getting this job. I mean, you come from literally, you started the course in September, and this job, they handed you 6 figures worth of advertising spend. How did that happen?
It just happened. I mean, I feel like I walked into an agency and that's what it was expected. They needed help. I told them I'd help them. And then I got 18 accounts. And it was a learning process for sure. But the team is awesome. I'm pretty sure more agency teams, they're very helpful with their new recruits. So it wasn't honestly, it wasn't that bad. It's a big jump,
What
but it wasn't that bad.
what tell people more about the actual process of applying? Like you did you use my resume template? Did you submit do the things I suggest?
Yeah, I did. I followed your course to a T. I did the course probably about 4 times over to make sure I had everything. And I used the PPC resume template. And yeah, that's what I used.
And so what was the specifics like once you submitted your application and then did they do an interview?
Yeah, I was actually really surprised how quickly they got back to me. I sent in my resume on Friday, and then they called me the following Monday, like, "Hey, can we set up an interview? Can we, see if we're a good fit?" And I did the interview that week, and then before that week ended, I believe on Friday they offered me a job. It
That's
was,
all.
yeah, it is awesome, and I couldn't believe it. I was jumping all over the place like I was a kid again.
Oh man, I'm so happy to hear that. I'm just gonna dig into that a little more because I know this is what people are interested in. So, but how did the interview go? Like, how long was it, and like, what kind of questions did they ask you? Because again, you're walking in here, you've only done your own Google Ads account and done some interning. Like, what was the interview like?
It was honestly kind of short. It was like 20 minutes. I think the key thing that you were so spot on was speaking the language. That I feel put me ahead of a lot of other people that applied to that job. Even my hiring manager said, "You're speaking my language. I like it." Like that's literally what she said.
Yeah, speaking the language. I love that the hiring manager said that because that's what I've been saying for 5 years. It's still the case. And I think it's really exciting. Remember, guys, you're not going to blow people away with $1 million in monthly ad spend. Don't try to do that. It's your knowledge and the experience you do have that's so powerful. And it still stands out. It's still, right here, it still stands out. So that's great. So I don't know, walk us through a little bit of what it was like in your first week to, get working at this job.
First week. Oh wow. It was great. It was a lot, but it was great. So just getting me used to scripts and the UI, getting me used to Google Editor, bringing me on new accounts, looking at those budgets, seeing where those allocations for those budgets are. Like I said, it's a auto industry. So some allocations of that budget will be for used, service, sales, um, calculating, search impression share, search loss due to budget, talking with clients. I'm talking with clients now and giving reports. And it's honestly going by so fast. I can't believe it's already been 3 months, and I feel great. I feel like my experience is getting better every day.
That's great. And it sounds like you're getting a lot of guidance.
Oh, a ton. We have a PPC department, and everyone is just so awesome. Everyone's helpful. The culture really is a thriving culture. They help you. They don't make you feel stupid if you don't know the question, and there's always someone to help. So it's really hard not to get better.
So that's fantastic, Andrew. I'm so happy for you. Now let's tell people what life was like before you had this job, and then to give people an appreciation of why you like this job so much. Like, what was it like working in retail, especially compared to what you're doing now?
Uh, retail, you don't get respect. That was my biggest pet peeve. You don't get respect. You don't get treated like an adult. It really messes with your psyche over time as well. It's not good for your mental health. I'm sure there's some good retail places out there, but I think the vast majority of places treat their workers like crap. And it sucks because I think everyone knows their own value, and it ate at me for a while. And now coming into this new field where I'm wanted, not only am I wanted, but I'm respected, and I'm greeted every day with positivity. It's night and day. And I still sometimes I still can't believe it.
That's awesome, man. And what's a day of work in your new job compared to the old job?
Oh wow. Okay. So the day I start my day off, wake up, breakfast, shower, have some time to myself, and then I just hop on my computer, 8 to 5, hop off, all from my home. No gas money, no stress from traffic. Don't have to worry about car accidents. It's. I never thought I'd be able to work from home. I never thought that.
That's so awesome, man. I can really see the difference it made. I'm so happy you got out of retail. How did you get into, like, what were you doing working at Target before that? Like, did you have been doing that since you got out of high school, or what happened?
So I was never really a good student. I can learn. I really hated, and I still have really strong opinions about the school system, especially the public school system. And I dropped out of high school when I was 18, and I started working construction. And then as I realized, like, yeah, this construction thing sucks too. It's not much better. So I went back. I got my diploma. I was only a couple credits short anyways before I dropped out. And then I started going to college, and I picked up a retail job, just, help pay the bills. And it just became a really gross cycle of college and retail. And I'm so happy I put that far behind me now.
And, guys, I'm all about, and I love how you did say at your new job, you're greeted with positivity, because the point here is a very positive point. It's not to hate on, we definitely criticize college. I criticize college. And I think, Andrew, you're speaking to an unfulfilling career path. There might be some folks, or even if you're in a particular time in your life where retail is enjoyable, but it's not for everybody. And it's definitely not like a long-term for somebody that has more to offer and wants to do more. It can definitely be very stifling. I waited tables. I knew people that have been doing it for like 15 years. I don't know how they did it. But there's some people where it works for them, but this is about finding what works for you. And it sounds like you've gotten there. So I'm really happy for you. And again, I'm very excited. You're just in the very beginning, 3 months into this job. And so we're going to do a follow-up with you in maybe 6 months or sometime in the future. And I'm excited to see what you can do. And it sounds like you really like your company and you're learning a lot. So definitely stay there and learn what you can, and then get that raise in a few months, for sure. But at this point, I said it's not really it's not 100% about the money. It's about the experience, which is more valuable, because then you're going to leverage that. So, yeah, man. Thanks for sharing your story so much. Is there anything you want to share that we didn't touch on, for the people watching, maybe about the course, about anything?
Sure. There's one thing that comes to mind. And it's more on a personal level, from me to you. So just the financial freedom that you've helped me get through your course, I am so grateful for, because now I honestly feel for the first time in my life like an actual provider, and that brings me pride I never had before. Seriously. Wow. Thank you.
You're welcome. Touching. You're welcome, man. Wow. Thanks for making it real, dude. It's powerful stuff. Thanks.
It's real life. It hits so hard, and I'm just so grateful, Seth. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It was dark for a very long time, and now, even though it's still a little dark, at least there's some light at the end of the tunnel.
Awesome, man. It's my pleasure. And you're right at the start. I felt the same way when I got my first agency job, like you, and I was making 18 an hour. And actually my, I don't want to make it about me, but just so you understand, like my parents were coming to visit, and I had been unemployed, and I felt a lot of the similar feelings. It was like, when I was in my 30s, I really felt like a failure, before I found this skill set. And I remember my parents coming to visit. We were supposed to go out to dinner with my girlfriend, and I was like, I was embarrassed, you know, and I got the job like literally the day that they arrived. And it was like, you know, definitely not just, it was obvious, it was financially huge for me at the time. And also in terms of my, you know, pride and my, you know, sense of myself was really, really great. So I can relate, and I'm very happy you're able to feel that way and help out. And I think it's so amazing because it's a modest beginning in a way. You know, you're not like, yo, I'm making six figures or whatever, but you know, that's the reality. And, you know, starting out where you're at, I think, you know, you'll be making more, and then you'll have even more resources.
Yeah.
But I think what's great is you know, you're not fixated on the future. You're grateful for what you have now. I'm really happy I could help you, man. I do a lot of these interviews, and I'm really enjoying them because I get to see you guys as people and see the difference that it makes. And, you know, yeah, I'll shut up.
No, I mean, that's the main thing I got from your course. Sure, it was a brand new career, and that's amazing. I'm not putting that down. I have money in a time where people are struggling for money. People are starving right now. That's great too. But for me personally, the pride that comes with it, and it's not egotistical pride. It's pride in being a provider for the first time in my life, of being able to give to those I love, and that I can't put money a monetary value on that. It's priceless. It makes me so happy. It makes me the happiest I've ever been in my life, just to know that I can help the ones I love.
That's fantastic. I'm very happy for you. Do you have any words for the people watching
Yeah,
about the course or anything, or the career, or any advice?
sure. Yeah. Just really listen to Seth. He knows what he's doing. Listen to him. He knows he's been here and he's done that. Do everything in the course. Don't skip in the course. You know, trust the process, and just don't give up. I mean, I gave up a lot throughout the course, and when I decided not to give up, I found the most success. So just believe in yourself, listen to Seth, and take the course. It works.
Thanks, man. Well said. And yeah, I mean, we didn't really get into the 9 months of things you were dealing with before you really buckled down. Because everyone knows 2020 sucked for everybody. So we could just be like, insert terrible experience here. But what's that?
Insert 2020.
Yeah, insert 2020. But yeah, it really is about when, you know, I've had, you know, some people jump right in and they get right to it. And other people have, you know, things that get in the way, and everyone has their own pace, but it's really about when if you're in the course, like I said, guys, you don't need, like, it's a human tendency to like look, it's the mind, right? You want to, oh, I need this extra thing or that extra. No, you just need to follow instructions. You just do. And as he said, don't give up. Anyway, man, you said everything really well. I may even just cut out what I said because you said it so well. But thanks so much, Andrew, for being here and sharing yourself and your story, and being very genuine. And I look forward to catching up with you in the future, and we will see you soon.
It was my pleasure, Seth. Thank you for everything.